Hello, I'm Ray with Ming, and let me introduce my teacher, Carl Taylor.
Well, this is going to be a brief demonstration of a Roa Shao, which is the soft hand technique taught in Ming. There are three preliminary exercises to this. The first one is mirroring. And that is, you place your hands up as though they're on a mirror. And no one really leads, no one really follows, but you try to keep a mirror image of the person in front of you. One thing that you progress to do is that you might get to a point where where two of the hands have to come off the mirror to let the other two hands go through. And to be able to do that with sensitivity and without getting your hands bound up is the object of the exercise. After you've practiced doing this mirroring for quite some time, the next exercise is called receiving energy. And in this case, there is no mirror plane. The hands move back and forth like this, very gently, and the object here is that as your hand extends outward, you keep your fingers pointed straight up. The tendency is for you to lean your hand forward, but you don't do that. And also, as you do this, you want to get to the point where you're not touching the other person's hands at all. You can judge the distance and even step back away from your opponent so that there's a greater distance between your hands and his hands, and yet still keep the exercise flowing smoothly in coordination with your breathing. Looks like a simple thing to do, but actually it becomes more and more difficult as you practice. Another exercise, the third one, is the snaking arms. And in this case, one person keeps their arms straight and stiff. In this case, the arm is stiff like steel, but the shoulder is relaxed. So it's like a spring tension. And the person makes a fist, and the other person has two exercises. One is to start in the middle, go out over the top, and circle in at the bottom. Now, the first person does not resist at all. It's a mistake to try to keep your arms real stiff and resist. You want your arm to be so light that just a breeze could move your arm. You don't want any kind of muscular tension whatsoever. It's just the circling of the arm at the wrist against wrist. And the other person is supposed to be able to flow very smoothly without any kind of resistance at all to your action. And then you circle around and do the opposite action. Then it's the other person's time to do it. And the touch between their arms and your arms should be so light it wouldn't even crush a fly. And although my arms are stiff, my shoulders are very pliable. You want to keep your shoulders very, very pliable. Interesting thing, if you've never done this, is that your arms start burning very quickly, and the muscles in your back and your chest let you know that this is an exercise you're not accustomed to very quickly. The Roa Shao is now a combination actually of those three preliminary exercises added together. First of all, you start the mirroring process, where you're just blocking out a mirror image of yourself, not allowing that image to break through the plane of the mirror. Adding to that the fact that there is no mirror, so now you have a range of motion that can go anywhere. And adding to that the fact that you don't have to have your palms against palms, it can be wrist against wrist as well. And so now all three of the exercises are added together, that you have a free-flowing movement. Now, we've gone through this very quickly. In fact, for each one of these three exercises, they should be practiced at least an hour each before you even progress to learning the second exercise and then the third exercise. And certainly they should be mastered before you even attempt adding them together into this kind of an exercise here. Much later, after this has become very smooth, very fluid, and there's no surprises, and you're Hands seem to start thinking for themselves. They seem to know where to go without you having to deliberately put them there. That's the objective. After a while, you get to where you can concentrate on a particular target area. For safety, we use the sternum as the target area. And you don't want to smack the person, hit them really hard. The object is to be able to break through and just touch the target area while defending your own target area. Now, incidentally, the best way to do this, especially if you're more advanced than the student you're teaching, is for you to calm yourself down and to not try to overpower the student. What you want to do is bring your skill level down to match whoever you're in front of when you're doing this training. I'm sorry, my ear itched, so I blocked both of his hands with one while I was scratching my ear.
And I was expecting an attack.
But anyway, the thing is that you want to match the skill level of the person in front of you as much as possible. And then, so whenever the person you're training starts to break free and touch, don't defend against it at all at first. Allow them to touch all they want to. Allow them to touch for an hour. They're feeling how they can break through your defense and touch. Gradually, as they do that, you start deflecting their blow. You don't have to block it. All you have to do is just make it miss its mark just a little bit by just nudging over to the side while you can put your attacks in. But once again, now you can pound the person, and we have had some sessions where it gets to that, but you don't want that to happen. It can be damaging too. What you want to do is just touch. You want to practice to where you can touch at will, and you'll find after a while that you don't have to block the other person. Your arms start doing the blocking and deflecting without you even thinking about it. And that's what you really want. So therefore, another thing that we do in the practice is to not be serious about it, but tell jokes and laugh and talk about any other thing to get your mind off of what you're doing. This causes your brain to relegate this activity to other regions of your brain, so that the subconscious areas of your brain, so that you don't have to think about what you're doing in defense. You can be engaged in something else, and your arms just defend you for you because you've already trained your brain to take care of these things as though they are autonomic processes like breathing.